Hello and welcome to the Urban Fairy. This will be short and sweet. I have something from a thrift shop, something from Marketplace, and my parcel from Bad Biscuit. So let's get to it. Sorry, try three. I can't speak English today. I went to a thrift shop, had a ton of jewelry. I found one thing that I liked. One thing that I found interesting was this ring. Isn't that cool? It looks like resin. See at the side. And then I believe that would be, I'm guessing that would be stainless steel. It just seems like it would be stainless steel. It's not for my hand. I don't like my hands, which is an issue, so I tend not to do anything to draw too much attention to them. But for somebody with beautiful fingers, and I know, I just found that, what do you think? I found that so interesting. So that was the thrift shop find. Then on Marketplace, this woman was uploading stuff. Actually, I thought it was a guy. Eli, I thought guy. And uploading things one by one, and she had a beaded necklace that looked like turquoise to me, real turquoise, not the color. And that's what I wanted. And so I ordered two more things because I don't know if any of you are like that. I just felt like I didn't spend enough. And so I ordered two more necklaces. The turquoise one was $5 and the other one was $5. And then the other one I didn't really want, but I just wanted to get the ball rolling, was originally $28 and I paid $24. Get in my car and the engine light is flashing, ongoing Let's Find Waldo issue. So I had to take a cab there, so let's add another $20+ to the thing. And I get there and she says, well, the turquoise one is gone. And because somebody e-transferred me the money. And I was, honestly, it was the first time I've given like a 4-star review, because I said she's lovely, the exchange went really well. However, you know, I really went for that necklace and that wasn't there, so bad on me. Anyway, the one is so interesting. And so there's the clasp on it. These feel like glass. Back of that is stamped 800. And whoa, what is happening there? I have no idea. I'm guessing maybe red jasper. Is that right? But like, what interesting beads those are. I looked at it through my loop, and I don't think it's coral or anything. It's just too polished and smooth and so on. But anyway, so still really good deal for $5. I think that's really interesting. And the other thing just happened to be tourmaline. And so this is all tourmaline. And this clasp is a 925. And everything's in working order here. So I'm not, you know, I can't say I'm hugely familiar with tourmaline. So I think I need to do a little research, but it feels beautiful. And last but not least, Bad Biscuit on YouTube here. The link will be below. She's in Wales. I just find her really enchanting. Can I just say, since I've been watching jewelry people, my two favorites, I think, are Bad Biscuit and My Jewelry Addiction. I've watched other ones and lost interest. I'm terrible. Maybe I'm ADHD, but some are just too slow. I just can't. I don't want to spend 1 minute looking at a bangle that's not silver and just, a bangle. Yeah. So, how are we going to get into this box, Lex? Then I would find somebody I found really interesting, and then it's like they would do really well. They would get a whole bunch of followers and then become kind of, assholes. So I stopped watching them because I don't want to watch them. And so anyway, Lexx has a Whatnot show every Sunday. I think 1 o'clock my time, 6 o'clock UK time. So 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And likewise on Sunday, it's a big jewelry day. My Jewelry Addiction, which is Tanya, has her weekly online auction on YouTube at, let's say, 3 p.m., which makes it 6 p.m. because she's in California. So I didn't buy a lot, but you know what? I don't know. The only person I go to see on Whatnot is Bad Biscuit, and it took me ages to. Well, first when I started, I couldn't bid. Right? It's like you were in the wrong country, blah blah blah. Then it let me bid, but I was so terrified to put a bid in. I don't know if this is a memory or just made up, but my aunt was very much into antiquing. She called her business, her and her husband, the peddler's trade. And I went occasionally with them to auctions, and I found the whole bidding thing terrifying. Like, what if you bid by mistake and so on? So I just bought 2 little things from her, and one is just this really sweet pendant. So there's the hole, and it's $925. This was her gigantic sterling sale. I just thought that was pretty, and it was very inexpensive, and even with the shipping, this was just not a big deal. And lastly, oh, pretty. So those are the earrings. They're studs. Also sterling. And, ooh, a tangled pendant. I love silver until it does this. I'm just going to show you that part. And that goes with the earrings. Isn't that pretty? I really like that. I think I would wear that, which is pretty unusual. I tend to wear that ring. I've said about this ring, my son bought it for me when he was 5, and it's sentimental. And then I almost always wear my moonstone, and that's, you probably can't see from there, but it's really pretty. And according to the Celtic tree alphabet, my birthday is May 2nd, that my stone is the moonstone. My color is haze, which is like that light grayy purple. My attribute is enchantment, and my tree is a willow tree, and all those things. Well, I can't say I'm enchanting. I can have my moments, but not many. But definitely the willow tree is always been my tree. I call my herbal apothecary the Withy Moon, which is willow, more medieval. Anyway, so that's what I got. And Lexx, thank you. I love these things. I will love it more when I get it untangled. And that's just such a pretty set. So, you know what? That's all I got. I might have a little bit of advice if you're starting out in this kind of thing. Just, everybody's got a channel. People have channels where their, specialty is picking dandelions. So, maybe don't let it go to your head if you start a channel and you get big really fast. just because it shows in the way you talk to people, and just your attitude changes. And always remember, that's not what people came there for. They came there for the attitude you had when you started. So that's all I got today. We'll see you the next time. Bye. A little about me. So I was in my first play when my mother was 4 months pregnant with me. So that kind of established a love for theater. I created a theater company in 2006 called Flushing Productions, still going. And I'm a playwright, and I've had over 100 productions of various different plays done in various different countries. Probably the highlight was touring a play I wrote about the Easter Rising in Ireland during the centenary of the Easter Rising. And it was terrifying and wonderful because I'm Irish, and I knew that if they didn't like that a Canadian wrote their story, or they didn't like the play, they would tell me. But it was really wonderful. So imagine this. You and your crazy friend are in your comfy clothes. You got the table laden with grapes and olives and good bread from the Jamaican bakery around the corner, and cheese, and you're partway through your second bottle of Baco Noir Sandbanks. They don't endorse this video, but they're a really good wine out of Ontario, just in case you needed to know that. And the conversation turns to sex. Doesn't it always? Amid an array of questions, gasps, and uncontrollable laughter, you share sordid stories of exes, one-night stands, and the one that got away. Clearly, I am the crazy friend, and I'm the one sharing stories. The Jazz Musician's Daughter. It's a collection of stories around every lover I've ever had. Have I enjoyed too many lovers? Too few? These are stories that don't always include the lover because, it's not all about them, but it kind of is. It's about every lover that's come in and out of my life, no matter how briefly, and some were very briefly. I was at the time immersed in a world of music, and many stories are from the 80s, when boys were pretty and sex was way more fun and morals were looser. They're not just about the men I've had, but, the tales of the men with more red flags than the United Nations, the failed flirting rituals, including mine. The time I helped deliver a baby in a bathtub, the wedding we almost destroyed. Well, it wasn't me. And other stories like that will be included in a chapter called Fouls, Interceptions, and Incomplete Passes. So the book comes out on March the 17th, St. Paddy's Day. It seemed appropriate. And I just suggest, if you get the book, it's from Amazon.ca. I'm not sure what other Amazons will have it, but we'll see. When you read it, pour a glass of wine or single malt scotch or a Guinness or a coffee, whatever your poison is, and join me in the adventures of the Jazz Musician's Daughter.